Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom Hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom Hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim Ufros aleinu Sukkot shlomecha v'hoshienu l'man shemecha. Help us to know that you're near, that your presence is here. Let us lie down in peace every night. And when we rise in the day, keep us sheltered, we pray. Guide us, God, with your love and your light. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. can't wait for tonight, the festival of lights. Every year we have a real good time. Before the sun goes down, as family gathers round, there's some things that I've got on my mind. Is it Hanukkah or Hanukkah? I'd really like to know. Won't you please make up your mind? Which way does it go? Is it latkes? Is it latkes? Is it tchotchkes? Is it tchotchkes? Light the candles, make it snappy, 'cause 8 presents makes me happy. Mom says it like this, Dad says it like that. What's a girl like me supposed to do? Each one thinks they're right. It's a friendly family fight. That's what happens in a room that's full of Jews. Is it Hanukkah or Hanukkah? I'd really like to know. Won't you please make up your mind? Which way does it go? Is it latkes? Is it latkes? Is it tchotchkes? Is it tchotchkes? Light the candles, make it snappy, 'cause 8 presents makes me happy. Is it Hanukkah or Hanukkah? I'd really like to know. Won't you please make up your mind? Which way does it go? Is it latkes? Is it latkes? Is it tchotchkes? Is it tchotchkes? Light the candles, make it snappy, 'cause 8 presents makes me happy. Tear open the gift wrap, because 8 presents makes me happy.
Shabbat Shalom and Happy Hanukkah. Welcome to Micah and to the celebration of the 9th night, the night of the Shamash. We are so happy that you have chosen to join us virtually. We are Rabbis Flip and Lori Rice, and this evening, our greatest hope is that all of you watching feel embraced, valued, and integrated into our celebration. Congregation Micah is a diverse community, and we are deeply grateful for the love and support that we provide each other, especially in times like these. Our predecessors knew dark times, oppression, anti-Semitism. They survived natural disasters, pogroms, planned persecutions, and even plagues and, yes, pandemics. The real miracle of Hanukkah, that our spiritual survival may best be described by our people's strength to live without guarantees of success, which seems to be not just a timeless, but timely piece of wisdom. With an unsure future ahead, this year the lights of Hanukkah encourage us to focus our passions and efforts on whatever opportunities are available at the present moment. No matter how big or small a part Judaism plays in your life, we thank you in advance for watching, as well as opening your souls, your hearts, and your minds to the magic and the miracles of Micah.
Our service this evening is an attempt to provide you with heartwarming opportunities for reflection and inspiration. We want to lift your spirits and call you to action. Tonight, you will not just be our guests, but the guests of our community members, as we virtually visit the households of several congregants, progressively lighting one candle each along the way, until we get to tonight, the 9th night. The 9th lamp is called the Shamash, a servant. We are your servants this evening. And we want to thank those who have graciously opened their homes, welcoming us all, sharing who they are, reading a moral message, and kindling an everlasting flame. As we combine our collective candle lightings in an effort to build community, to make the practice of our rituals more meaningful, and express the universal values that we all hold dear. Principles like peace and acceptance and repairing the world. Tonight you will hear echoes of the golden rule, the importance of compassion and the power of diversity. the wisdom of humility, and the grace of practicing gratitude. There will be holiday music and storytelling from the staff at Micah, Miss Lisa Silver, Michael Hunter Oakes, Jerry Kimbrough, Jenny Young, John Mock, Shabbat Shaband, students from our Experiment in Online Jewish Education J-Lab. You will view our Micah Children's Academy from a different perspective. We will pray for the sick. We will mourn our dead. We will not let their lights go out. So thank you again for joining us on this final 9th night of our annual celebration. We begin the night of the Shamash with a little warm-up music.
Oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance a hora. Gather round the table, we'll bring you a treat. Sevivon to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance a hora. Gather round the table, we'll bring you a treat. Sevivon to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.
Hi, we're the Corns. I'm Steve Corn. This is my wife, Stephanie, and we just moved down to Nashville from Westchester, New York, and very excited and happy to be part of the Micah community.
I'm Sarah, I'm the oldest.
I'm Sydney.
I'm Sutton, the youngest. We light this first candle, sparking a call for peace. The world was not peaceful in the time of the Maccabees, and it is still not peaceful today. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. So said Jimi Hendrix. Let this candle spark peace for all of us at Congregation Micah and for everyone on earth.
Happy Hanukkah.
Light one candle for the Maccabee children. Give thanks that their light didn't die. Light one candle for the pain they endured when their right to exist was denied. Light one candle for the terrible sacrifice justice and freedom demands. Light one candle for the wisdom to know when the peacemaker's time is at hand. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Light one candle for the strength that we need never become our own foe. Light one candle for those who are suffering the pain we learned so long ago. Light one candle for all we believe in. Let anger not tear us apart. Light one candle to bind us together with peace as the song in our heart. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. What is the memory that's valued so highly that we keep alive in that flame? What's the commitment to those who have died when we cry out they've not died in vain? We have come this far, always believing that justice will somehow prevail. This is the burden, and this is the promise, and this is why we will not fail. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out. Don't let the light go out. Don't let the light go out.
Hi, we're the Goldners. I'm Karen.
I'm Lily.
And I'm Andrew. We moved here from California a little over 4 years ago. I think we've actually been a member since before we even moved from California because we had heard such great things about Micah. And so we're blessed to be here with you guys tonight. Lily?
We light the second candle, sparking a call for acceptance.
Gaining acceptance for ourselves and others relieves aggravation and makes room for more love.
On this night, let's remember what Bob Goff said. Most people need acceptance a lot more than they need advice.
Our Hanukkah is meant not just to bring light to a dark time, but it's to remind us that we as Jews throughout history have gone through so many dark times. And so it is prescribed that we light the Hanukkah each of the 8 nights, and that we advertise the miracle that we are still here, and that we have religious freedom, and that we can practice openly and publicly and safely as Jews. And we advertise that miracle by placing our Hanukkah lit in the window for others to see as they pass by, to know that we are loud and proud a Jewish home. And so, as we pray the words of the Shema, which acknowledge God's oneness, we remind ourselves that it is not only religious freedom for us, but it is the freedom for all people to express their religious traditions and observances and rituals openly and freely. And we celebrate that, especially here in America. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vayed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vayed.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Continue chanting the words of Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha vehayu hadevarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'derech ushokbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uktavtam al mizvazot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'ten kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim v'hiot lachem le'Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem.
Hi, we are the Robinson family. I am Jenny.
I'm Mike.
I'm Bee. I'm Lexi.
We've been Micah members since we moved here to Nashville in 2014, and Micah was one of the first places we came and visited before we even had a place to live here. So we came here from the San Francisco Bay Area in California, and we love it here, and we don't have any plans to leave. So, all right. We light this third candle, sparking a call to repair the world. There is so much to do, but what if each of us really considered it our responsibility? There once was a man who stood before God, his heart breaking from the pain and injustice in the world. Dear God, he cried out, look at all the suffering and anguish in your world. Why don't you send help? I did, replied God. I sent you.
Nerli, nerli, nerli dakik, B'Chanukah neri adlik, B'Chanukah neri yair, B'Chanukah shirim hashir, B'Chanukah neri yair, B'Chanukah shirim hashir. I light my little candle on Hanukkah. I light my little candle on Hanukkah. It will shine as I sing songs of joy that Hanukkah brings. It will shine as I sing songs of joy that Hanukkah brings. Nerli, nerli, nerli dakik, B'Chanukah neri adlik, B'Chanukah neri yair, B'Chanukah shirim ashir, B'Chanukah neri yair, B'Chanukah shirim hashir. I I light my little candle on Hanukkah. I light my little candle on Hanukkah. It will shine as I sing songs of joy that Hanukkah brings. It will shine as I sing songs of joy that Hanukkah brings.
In the year 165 BCE, against all odds, a small band of Jewish fighters battled and conquered one of the mightiest armies in the world in order to protect their religious freedom and beliefs. And when the time came for them to rededicate the Holy Temple in Jerusalem, after their victory, the Jews could only find enough oil to keep the eternal flame of the temple's menorah burning for just one day. But miraculously, the oil lasted for 8 days, giving them enough time to obtain and purify more oil in order to keep the flame from ever going out. Ever since, Jews around the world celebrate Hanukkah by lighting candles on a 9-branch menorah called a Hanukkiah. One candle for each day that the oil lasted, with the 9th candle, the Shamash, the servant candle, used to light all the others. In any circumstance, being a servant is a high and difficult calling. Nowadays, caregivers are among the most dedicated servants in our modern world.
With nursing and medical school applications on the rise, I couldn't help but wonder if they're responding to a call, much like folks who joined the military after September 11th, 2001. Healthcare professionals somehow manage to give light to others each day, even while fighting against formidable foes such as depression and stress and fatigue and illness and isolation and financial hardship. There are, no doubt, times in these last few months when other people joined me, I bet, in wondering if they would have enough oil to get through the next day. Not just the 8th, but the 9th night. Because burning out is a real thing for candles and for people. So our community joins others in prayer in the hope that they will never allow their flames to be extinguished. May God sustain all our caregivers and essential workers when their own strength fails, refreshing their spirits and bodies so that they might, Hanukkah, rededicate themselves to their holy tasks. Because the good work that caregivers do often goes unnoticed. And so here at Micah, we want to shine a light on all of you, lift you up this season and the next for all of your selfless service. I say, Baruch atah Adonai, blessed are you, God, Yotzer or uvorei choshech, creator of light in times of darkness. We ask as well that you bless, God, all who are ill, suffering during this dark time, surrounded all of us by illness, that our songs praise your saving power. You, amidst the raging foe of a deadly virus, be our sheltering tower. And when dis-ease assails us, use your armor to veil us. Use your word to break the sword of sickness when our own strength fails us. We pray now for all those people who are ill and invite you to mention the names of anyone you like in your silent homes.
Mend our bodies, renew our spirits. We pray for healing for all those in need. Refuah Shlema. For all those in need. Refuah Shlema. May the one who blessed our fathers, may the one who blessed our mothers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer for each other. We share
My name is Kai and I'm 9 years old. I'm Max and I am 6 years old, and me and Maya are twins.
And I'm a little bit older than Maxie, and I'm 6, and yeah.
And I'm Holly.
And I'm John. We are the Diskin and Drummonds.
That was not.
We live in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and we've been part of Micah since 2008.
That's a long time.
It's a while.
And I've been born on fall.
Yeah, we've been born on fall, me and Maya, Max.
So we wanted to share this passage with you. We light this fourth candle, sparking a call to treat people how we would want to be treated. Someone asked the wise Rabbi Hillel to stand on one foot and quickly teach the entire Torah. So Rabbi Hillel stood on one foot and said, "That which is hateful to you, don't do to anyone else. All the rest is commentary." Sometimes people call this the golden rule. Whatever you want to call it, let's let this fourth candle remind us to treat others well.
Hi, would you like to light the candle?
I want to light the candle too.
Light one, Maya, and lit next.
Thank you, Maya.
Can't get it.
Yep.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, look at the big
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah, everyone.
Do you know the rules of dreidel? You spin the top with the 4 Hebrew letters on it. A gimel wins the whole kitty. A hey, and you get half. Nun gets nothing. And for a shin, you must pay in. Well, according to Yiddish, gimel stands for ganz, meaning the whole thing. Hey He stands for ha, meaning half. Nun stands for nicht, or nothing. And shin is for stellerein, or put in. These are our 4 basic modes of being. Because we all have our gimel days when we feel like everything is going our way, everything is going great. And life feels pretty sensational. It's been a while, right? And then we have our hey days, when things are going pretty well. I think you get the point with nun and with shin, so I'm not going to flush those out tonight. But the trouble is that each of these letters represents only one face of the dreidel, only a single angle or perspective of the whole.
In Hebrew, the letters spell out the phrase Nes Gadol Haya Sham, a great miracle happened there. This refers to the great miracle of Hanukkah that occurred in the Holy Land of Israel. Yeah, the situation there seemed dire, beyond hope. Everyone was having a shin day, all on the same day. The commitment of a few people turned the situation around, like a dreidel. The Maccabees did not dwell on the fact that they were being oppressed and persecuted, just like we shouldn't always dwell on the fact we feel somewhat isolated. Instead, consider the dreidel, right? Dreidels are poignant reminders on good days and on bad days that miracles happen, that dark situations and times in life can be transformed into the bright lights of Hanukkah. At the Micah Children's Academy, we do as the Maccabees did in their day. We take the long perspective. We like to call it the balcony view, or at least from high up above, as we muster our faith and create vehicles for miracles to occur.
one small light. All together we shine bright. Surah shall light your spark. Let your glow shine through the dark. Still one mitzvah light your spark. Let your soul shine through the dark. Banu Hosha Legaresh Beyadenu Orcha Esh Kol Echadu Or Katan Vehulanu Or Etan Surah Hoshech Halachor Surah Mimei Haor Surah Hoshech Halachor Surah Mimei Haor. Happy Hanukkah! Hanukkah!
family. We're the Fortune Jackson family. I'm Julie.
Tony.
Rex.
What's your name?
Aki.
Axie and
Tova.
And we wanted to wish everybody at Micah a happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Where I'm from Nashville and
Memphis, Tennessee.
And we've been at Micah for a really long time. And so happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Okay, ready?
Here we go.
Let's light the candles.
All right.
Yeah, you light one.
Okay.
Or two.
Two at the same time.
Good
Toby,
job.
you want to get one?
Toby, you want to try one?
There we go.
Two at the same
You
time.
get the opportunity.
Oh, hold on. And do the other one.
Awesome.
That was
Nice work.
Awesome.
No, you're not going to try, Axie.
All
We
right.
light this 5th candle sparking a call for compassion.
Compassion for ourselves, our friends, animals, even those we don't like that much. Micah is all about justice and mercy. You can either practice being right or practice being kind,
said
Annie
Annie
Lamott.
Lamott.
Being compassionate can change everything. Let's let this 5th candle remind us to have compassion on everyone nowadays. We could all use a lot more of it.
Happy Hanukkah! Woo!
Mi malel kfurot Yisrael otani yemne en b'chol tor yakum hagibor goel ha'am. Mi malel kfurot Yisrael otani yemne en b'chol tor yakum hagibor goel ha'am. Shema bayamim hahem bazman hazeh Mashiach ufodeh uz yameinu kol am Yisrael yitached yakum lehigael. Who can retell the things that befell us? Who can count them? In every age a hero or sage came to our aid. Who can retell the things that befell us? Who can count them? In every age a hero or sage came to our aid. Ah, at this time of year in days of yore, Maccabees the temple did restore. And today our people, as we dreamed, will arise, unite, and be redeemed. Mi Malel Gvurot Yisrael otani yemne en b'chol tor yakum hagibor goel ha'am. Mi Malel Gvurot Yisrael otani yemne en b'chol tor yakum hagibor goel ha'am.
A long, long time ago, before your parents or my parents or your grandparents or your grandparents' parents were born, the Jewish people lived in a country we now call Israel. Like we have here in Nashville, in Jerusalem, they had a temple where they celebrated their holidays. But in those days, the land was ruled by the king of Syria, who was named Antiochus. Antiochus did not believe in Judaism. And here is where the story gets not so kosher. The king wanted everyone to be the same as him and to pray to Zeus and other gods of Greece.
Greek mythology is so cool. Everyone should pray to Greek gods. Did you know that according to Greek mythology, Chiron was half horse, half human doctor? This made him a centaur for disease control. I guess you can say my misunderstandings of Greek mythology has always been my Achilles elbow. But I digress, which I'm allowed to do because I'm the king. And not everyone I'd better listen up to this new law that I'm just making up, which says that all people must worship Zeus and other Greek gods. No more singing Jewish songs. No more playing dreidel. No more Torah. No more gelt or lighting candles. Chief of the guards, take soldiers and capture the Jewish temple in Jerusalem. Knock down their altar, put up golden statues of the great god of Zeus.
So the king's soldiers took command of the temple. They damaged the building, stole the great golden candlesticks, and put up a statue of the Greek god Zeus. They extinguished the Ner Tamid, the everlasting light that stays on in the synagogue all the time. Most people were too frightened to complain. But in the small town of Modin lived a priest named Matthias and his 5 sons named Yochanan, Simon, Judah, Eleazar, and Jonathan. One day, some soldiers came to Modin.
All right, soldiers. Put the statue of Zeus over there.
You traitor! We will not bow down before your god Zeus. Shema Yisrael. Listen, Israel. Adonai Eloheinu. The eternal God is our God. Adonai Echad. The eternal one alone. If you are for God, follow me.
Many of the people, including Matthias' 5 sons, followed him, and they hid in the hills to plan a rebellion. Before long, they had formed a small army led by Matthias' son Judah. Judah helped win so many of the battles that he became known as Judah Maccabee, which means the hammerer, in case you thought Thor's hammer came first. Judah Maccabee and his army soon drove Antiochus' soldiers out of the land, and they were able to capture the temple back. But when they got there...
Look at this mess. We have to clean it up. Where is there a broom?
It's not here yet. It overswept. Look, the eternal light has gone out. We must relight it right away. Which hand is best to light the menorah with?
Neither. It's best to light with a candle called a shamash. Wait, there's only 1 day's supply of oil left.
If this was 2020, I would just go get some delivered on Amazon and it would be here in less than 24 hours. But it's the year 160, so I guess I'll go find a gift shop or someplace like that and buy some.
But it will take more than a week to purify it so it can be used in the Holy of Holies.
Well, let's light it anyway, Simon. You go out and get some more oil, and we will all help God keep the flames burning.
Although there was only enough oil for 1 day, the flame kept burning for 8 days while more oil was prepared.
It's a miracle.
It's a lot like the Children's Academy, where miracles happen every day.
When Judah and the people had cleaned up the temple, they held a ceremony to rededicate it, which is where the name Hanukkah comes from. One day, hopefully soon, when it's safe to all congregate again, we will have a ceremony to rededicate our space too.
Happy
Hanukkah days!
Hi, this is the Abelson family, Rich, Pat, and Maddie. And we have been in Nashville since 1998 and members of Congregation Micah since 1998. And we have a reading tonight. We're going to read, so we light this 6th candle, sparking a call for diversity. No one is born hating another person because of the color of their skin or their background or religion or their sexual orientation.
People must learn to hate. And if they can learn to hate, they can learn to love.
Because, as Nelson Mandela points out, love comes more naturally to the human heart. Let's let this 6th candle remind us of just how diverse our Micah community and our world is.
Happy Hanukkah.
Tonight we light the candles, and as I watch them shine, I think of what they stand for, this heritage of mine. It's more than just a story of people long ago. It reaches to the present, and deep inside I know I am a light that shines with love and promise. The darkest night can never dim my glow. Imagine life where each of us ignites the flame inside, standing close together, standing for what's right. A million ways to say I am a light. The candle called the shamash burns with a special flame. It shares its fire with others so they can do the same. From the youngest to the oldest, there's so much we can do. Like those who came before us, we must burn brightly too. I am a light that shines with love and promise. The darkest night can never dim my glow. Imagine life where each of us ignites the flame inside, standing close together, standing for what's right. A million ways to say I am a light. Hand in hand, heart to heart, one by one, that's how it starts. I am a light that shines with love and promise. The darkest night can never dim my glow. Imagine life where each of us ignites the flame inside, standing close together, standing for what's right. A million ways to say I am a light. I am a light.
Hi, we're the Kappelmans. I'm Paul,
Lizzie, Taylor, and Lexi.
and we are brand new to Micah.
We light the seventh candle, sparking a call for humility. The great Rabbi Hillel taught, "If I am not for myself, who will be for me? And if I am only for myself, what am I?" Let's light the seventh candle to remind us that now is the time to recognize that our world needs us to be humble, to think of the safety of others in this pandemic.
We went on vacation in Hawaii, a super duper winter
I'm David Friedman.
I'm Libby Friedman.
And I'm Teddy Friedman.
And we've been members of the Micah community for the last 10 years, and here tonight to wish you happy Hanukkah.
We light this eighth
candle,
candle,
sparking a call for hope.
Hope helps us dream about the kind of world we want to live in.
In this wintry season of darkness, we recognize both God's role and our own human efforts in bringing light into the world.
This Hanukkah, may the burning candles of the menorah mirror the flaming candles of our souls.
Enlightened and enlivened by our commitment to God and to each other.
His name was Aaron David Gordon, Aharon David Gordon, but he's more commonly known as A.D. Gordon, an early Zionist who died before the State of Israel was ever founded. I like to refer to him as the spiritual force behind practical Zionism, because he's famous for writing things like, "Surely in our day it is possible to live without religion." So before his death in 1922, almost a century ago, A.D. Gordon says, "There will be no triumph over darkness as long as we do not realize that the simple truth is that instead of fighting the darkness, we must strengthen the light. Instead of fighting the darkness, we must strengthen the light." So I imagine his contemporary Theodore Herzl, also known in Hebrew as Chozeh HaMdinah, literally the visionary of the state or spiritual father of the Jewish state. The one who gave a concrete, practical platform and framework to political Zionism. Herzl writes these words in a work called The Menorah. "Then came the eighth day on which the entire row of lights is kindled, including the faithful ninth candle, the shamash, which otherwise serves only to light the others. A great radiance shone forth from the menorah. The eyes of the children sparkled. For our friend Herzl, the occasion became a parable for the rekindling of an entire nation. First one candle. It's still dark and the solitary light looks gloomy. Then it finds a companion, and then another, and yet another. A.D. Gordon was right. The darkness must retreat. The young and the poor are always the first ones to see the light. And then others join in. New folks looking to feel at home at Micah. And folks who have been around for what feels like the circle of a generation now. All people who love justice and peace, compassion, liberty, progress, science, humanity, and beauty. When all the candles are ablaze, you cannot help but, if for just one moment, stop in amazement and to thank God with these blessings. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlikner shel Hanukkah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim lavoteinu v'imoteinu v'yamim ha'em lazman hazeh.
Ma'od tzur Yeshuati l'chana el l'shabeach tikkun bet tefilati v'sham toda nizabeh ages, let our song praise your saving power. You, amid the raging foes, were our sheltering tower. Furious they assailed us, but your arm availed us, and your word broke their sword when our own strength failed us, and your word broke their sword when our own strength failed us.
The light of life is a finite flame. Like the Shabbat candles, life is kindled, it burns, it glows. It's radiant with warmth and beauty. But soon it fades, its substance is consumed, and it is no more. In light we see, in light we are seen. The flames dance and our lives are full. But as night follows day, the candle of our life burns down and gutters. There's an end to the flames. We see no more and are no more seen. Yet we do not despair, for we are more than a memory slowly fading into the darkness. With our lives, we give life. Something of us can never die. We move in the eternal cycle of darkness and death, of light and life. We join together in the words of our mourner's Kaddish Yatom. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabba, be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayachon uv'yomachon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba mevarach le'alam ulalmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei dekudesha brichu, ve'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechamata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi Shlomo Rabba min Shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael, v'imru amen.
What's more fun than a musical, comical variety show with delicious food and drink and your closest friends in the comfort of your own living room? Not too much, we think. So please join us for our annual event on January 9th as we support our beloved Congregation Micah community and enjoy some good fun along the way. Our virtual variety show is featuring internationally renowned comedian Joel Chasnoff, he's awesome, and some fun musical delights thrown in along the way. We'll also have some games and prizes. Please check your mailboxes for your invitation and RSVP online at congregationmicah.org. We hope to see you there on January 9th.
A 1, 2, 3. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah.
trying to record you.
The Maccabee was proud to be a Jew. And all the Maccabees were strong and brave.
Malel Kurot Yisrael Otani Yemne En Bichol Torah Kum HaGibor Goel Ha'am Mi Malel Kurot Yisrael Otani Yemne En Bichol Torah Kum HaGibor Goel Ha'am Shema Bayamim Hahen Bazman Hazeh Mashiach ufodeh Uz yameinu kol am Yisrael Yitached yakum lehigael. Who can retell the things that befell us? Who can count them? In every age a hero or sage came to our aid. Who can retell the things that befell us? Who can count them? In every age a hero or sage came to our aid. Ah, dreamed will arise, unite, be redeemed. Mi Malel Gvurot Yisrael Otan Mi Yemne En Bechol Dor Yakum Hagibor Goel Ha'am. Mi Malel Gvurot Yisrael Otan Mi Yemne En Bechol Dor Yakum Hagibor Goel Ha'am. Nerli, nerli, nerli dakik, B'Chanukah neri adlik, B'Chanukah neri yair, B'Chanukah sherim hashir, B'Chanukah neri yair, B'Chanukah sherim hashir. I light my little candle on Hanukkah. I light my little candle on Hanukkah. It will shine as I sing songs of joy that Hanukkah brings. It will shine as I sing songs of joy that Hanukkah brings. Nerli, nerli, nerli dakik, B'Chanukah neri adlik, B'Chanukah neri yair, B'Chanukah sherim ashir, B'Chanukah neri yair, B'Chanukah sherim hashir. I light my little candle on Hanukkah. I light my little candle on Hanukkah. It will shine as I sing songs of joy that Hanukkah brings. It will shine as I sing songs of joy that Hanukkah brings.